Hello guys and welcome. Today we are back in the Leopard I, and not just to show you some ordinary gameplay, but to show you how to spade this thing, because it's a huge burden to carry. Really, it is. The APDS, sometimes it's heaven, sometimes it's hell, but 90% of the times it will be hell. Look at this. This is just an example of what I call luck. This is luck. Normally it just goes fling, nothing happens, and it flies into space. Here I boast something that was also luck, but when you face off in such thing with Leopard, you better get away. But yeah, about this video, if you liked the intro, let me know in the comments, because it took me a lot of work and I think I've succeeded in what I wanted to reach. It's quite a new step in my editing levels. But also about this video, why the Leopard I with all this new top tier. I'm feeling like this is my top tier, because when I started to play the game, this was top tier. The first tank I saw being added was the Leopard I, and I must say, you either hate it or you either love it, because when you start spading it, you'll definitely hate it. In the beginning I died 3 times before getting a kill every time. Now it's more like 2 kills, 3 kills, 1 dead. And you need to understand the Leopard. It's a tank which resembles with a woman. If you don't understand it, you can't live with it, you can't work with it, you can't do anything with it. But about this video and its structure, first I'm going to show you some combat in the city, so urban combat. Then some driving around and how to behave on the flank, and ultimately the most successful style of playing when you start. I tell you, when you start camping, or as I like to call it, I'm sorry, tactical waiting and being smarter than the enemy, outplaying them, waiting for them. And it starts here. Something that is very familiar with this playing style of the Leo is waiting, because if you push in a Mexican standoff, the chances are almost 100% that you'll just die. You need to eliminate his firing system, eliminate his gunner, and then eventually drive up to him and kill him, deliver the shot. But it takes patience. So Leopard I is a tank that requires a lot of patience, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Sometimes you'll just be standing 5 minutes somewhere waiting for him. But no, look at this. I could perfectly shoot his barrel, but I don't know if it will blow up completely. So I wait for him to take the shot. So he shot. Now I'm trying to eliminate his firing system. I succeeded. Now I can drive up to him. I can push. And this is a point where the Leopard excels in his mobility. Talking about mobility, it's a part of the holy trinity of a tank. Look at this. This is something you can do with the APDS. This is something you can do. Frontal shots with tanks with small crews are always nice. But talking about the Holy Trinity, yeah, it has an amazing gun, amazing mobility, but almost non-existent armor. Okay, that's maybe a bit exaggerated, but it hasn't enough armor. Whoa, he got blown up in the air or something by a bomb. It hasn't enough armor to be held down, to tank hits. In that side, it's more like, it's not a frontline tank. Look at this. Where did my shell go into? I don't know. Can you guys tell me where my shell went? But because I thought it would go into him. This guy. Oh, here you'll see the pain of APDS. Here you'll see it and you'll feel it, because look at how many shots it will take me to eliminate this anti-aircraft. Normally with hash or heat you just shoot and you kill, but look at this, isn't it absurd? It's absurd. So finally, third kill, and this was more aggressive playing. And now we're going on to, I guess it's Eastern Europe, and here we're going on a flank. And always when you go on a flank, try to, not always when you're flanking, just always in general, try to capture a zone so you have a reserve to spawn in, because sometimes you'll just die without reaching anything except the spawn point you just captured. And here we're going on a sneaky sneaky flank, and this flank, look at it, it just goes in, it doesn't do anything, it gets yellow here because of the ammo not detonating. My friendly tank got killed, but luckily I one-shot him afterwards. Now, another example, on the flank, shoot and finish. And there's the finishing shot. This is another rather aggressive playing style. Now I'm going to show you how to play the Leopard at what it is at its best. Here you'll see another example of APDS working at its finest. Beautiful, beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. I don't think if an ontos, basically an aluminium box, gets hit by a shell that's flying over the speed of sound, wouldn't have been torn apart. But yeah, according to Gajin and physics, it does. But yeah, waiting on Maginot, I always come to this spot. Why? Because it's amazing. You have an open field. The enemy always pushes this hill in front of me with the bunkers. You have oversight of B, you have the oversight of C, and the axis lying in between of it. So everybody who wants to go from C to B or the other way around will pass through my firing line. Here's the Ontos firing back at me, but now I have everything ranged. I will be able to deliver the finishing shot. And this feels satisfying. It really does. I guess now we're going to skip a part, because yeah, I just stood there 5 minutes doing nothing, and now you can say you're not participating to the team. And here is an example of somebody driving through my line of fire on its way to B on the BC axle. So it happens a lot, quite often, and it's, yeah. But back on to the part where I just said you're not doing anything for the team. Well, it is such, it's the nature of German teams that they push too hard in the beginning, then get pushed back, but their counter push is normally very effective. Sorry. There's one thing that I always wait for, and the first push I'm most of the time not participating in. Only if it's easy to capture in a point and draw back to get an oversight of the situation. But in a case like this map, I just wait for the counter push to happen. And then I push. When I eliminated their push, I go on to the counter push. But these counter pushes, most of the times you'll just die in it because you're playing this tank too offensive and it's a waiting tank. That's all I can say, a waiting tank. And here you can see the armor, it's very vulnerable to artillery. You're just vulnerable. Don't get hit. That's the message. There, tank driving up to me. That's their push, which is starting. Where did this shot go? Where? Into nothing. Into nothing. It just disappeared. Thank you. He fired, he missed. I shall try to aim back. There he goes. Loader, not very effective. And my squad mate takes him out, thanks to him. Now we're going to show, I'm going to show you the last part of this video, and it's not the tactical waiting, as I like to call it, but sniping. Because the tank is, I think it's made for it. It's just so good at sniping, as you'll see in a minute. I'll just let you watch it in silence. Well, beautiful, isn't it? That's what I really like to do in this tank, and I consider it as the most effective way of spading this tank. Because what this video is about showing you different sorts of playing to spade. Maybe you can handle it as playing as a frontline tank, as being the aggressive pusher, as being the carrier of the team, you carry everything to victory, then you must be very, very skillful. But I try to show you the most realistic view of spading the Leopard I. Sorry, this was my chair. And I think that on the ways I showed you, it is the most effective and the most pleasant way to do it. Because getting one kill, dying all the time, it might be fun to some people, but on grinding purposes, to get to your HEDFS as a better shell, as a main shell, in my opinion, I think this is the most effective way to reach it. Here you'll see another display of the Leopard's excellent mobility. So guys, it's not to describe how much pain you'll feel starting spading this tank, because you come from the Tiger 2H, the Panther 2, the Tiger 2 105. Those are tanks who can really brawl. They can bounce, they can take hits, they can snipe, they can push, they can... The only thing they can't is just being an aggressive. Well, aggressive they can be, but they can't be fast and agile. But all the other things, they can tank, they can brawl, they can do it all. They can shoot very well. They have an excellent gun, which almost every time is a one shot, one kill. And when you come to this tank, you might think, where is my beloved Germany gun? But give it some time, get used to it, play it a lot, do not give up. That's the only thing I can say about this tank. Because it will feel like a huge disappointment after the Tiger 2. And it's also unpleasant in the beginning, very unpleasant. But do carry on, because I think it will reward, and it's an awesome tank. It's a whole other story of things, but I guess once you understand the Leopard, you'll fall in love with it. You'll fall in love with it, and you won't let her go. This is absolutely an adorable tank if you get the hang of it. Let's enjoy the last shot of our video, and I'm suspecting Russian, throwing him back to the communist heaven. There he is, presenting his back, and there he goes, goodbye. And on that bombshell, we're out. I hope you liked it. Leave a like and enjoy.